Ready?
Okay. Go ahead, Jakaya. Tell me your name, your age, your city, your occupation, and your relationship status.
Okay, my name is Jakaya McCambry, but most people call me Jay. I'm 22 years old. I'm currently single, and I am currently an actress, model, and a dancer.
Okay. Now, the only reason I have to change it a little bit is because we're not looking for actors or dancers or anything like this for the show. So you need to use whatever you do right now to really make money, that you make your most money at. And what is that? What do you do for work when you're not acting and stuff like that?
I drive Uber and Lyft.
Okay, so just say that. Just say your name, your age, your city. You're an Uber driver, and you said you're single. So just do it like that. Do it one more time, okay? Go ahead.
My name is Jakaya McCambry. Most people call me Jay. I'm 22 years old. I'm single. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I currently drive Uber and Lyft.
Awesome. Okay. And tell me your two best survival skills, Jay.
My two best survival skills would be I can cook, I can really cook, and I can build a shelter.
Perfect. Okay. Now tell me a little bit about yourself, Jakaya. Give me sort of the rundown on you.
Well, right now, currently, I just graduated from the University of Maryland, College Park, and I dance. Dancing is like my passion. I've been dancing since I was like maybe 5 years old, from a range of ballet to hip-hop. Hip-hop is currently what I do right now. I have right now currently pursuing acting and dancing, so that's what I'm doing.
Okay, awesome. I may ask you at the end of the interview to do a little dance for me, do some popping for me, just so we can see your moves, okay? You're cool with that?
Yes, I am.
All right. Tell me a little bit about your survival experience. Have you ever camped? Were you a Girl Scout? Tell me a little bit about like how you learned how to be outside and what kind of things you know how to do.
When I was a kid, I was in Girl Scouts. We went camping all the time. My parents, they sent me to camping, different, what do you call it, I guess Girl Scout camps. They were like about 2 weeks long. So I went there like every summer, and it was definitely, we were immersed in the woods. It was definitely an experience. We had to sleep. Sometimes we slept outside. Sometimes we slept in tents. Sometimes we slept in the cabins. And as far as the bathroom, again, sometimes outside. Sometimes they had little porta potties for us. And so we did campfires, roast marshmallows. We did sing-alongs around the campfire, different activities. Like each camp had a different, you could say, theme. Like I did horseback riding one camp, another one we focused on like different outdoor activities like sewing in the water and just swimming and different fun stuff like that.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so what would you say, could you name for me some of the survival skills that you learned in Girl Scouts? Like, did you learn how to, like, if I was you, I'd say, okay, the things that I learned were building fire, building shelter, purifying water, cooking food, skinning animals, whatever you know how to do, list it for me, okay?
Yeah, so pretty much I definitely learned how to swim there. We did do identifying leaves, but, you know, that was a while ago, so definitely something I need to brush up on. We did cook different animals.
Okay, instead of saying we, say I did, so we know what you're talking about. Just say, I know how to do these things.
From Girl Scouts, I learned how to cook different animals, like fresh, like we just, they would cut them, they would do all the killing and stuff because we were kids, but just pretty much learning how to cook them around the fire. We also learned how to identify different plants and stuff, what to stay away from, how to know which ones to stay away from, what we can eat. Because you can't just pick up stuff and eat it off the floor. Swimming, learned how to swim, and those were like the basic things I learned from a Girl Scout. As far as
Go ahead. No. What were you going to say?
As far as like the building a shelter, I learned how to do that. Well, from different camps. My aunt, she just had camps like every summer as well, and so we would go into the woods. We would spend like a couple days in the woods and gathering, you know, different sticks and everything, and that's where I learned that from. And I also went to Honduras last year, and we were building schools for different kids, so like learning how to, you know, put cement. We had a lot more material there, but definitely.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. And so when you guys would go camping and stuff like that, would you go sort of bare bones, or would you bring like everything under the sun, like your makeup and your hair dryer and a shower? What did you bring with you?
I would
Did you bring a lot of stuff?
I would never
Okay.
bring any of that stuff. I mean, like, I would love to, of course, bring my phone and stuff, but even, like, I think when I was, like, 7 or 8 years old in Girl Scouts, I didn't have a cell phone. So the only thing I brought was pretty much my clothes. I'm pretty sure, like a toothbrush and clothes. Necessities.
Okay, and then you guys had to pee in the woods. That must be awful. Like, I hate that so much. Like, what do? You just go find some spot where no one else is and go pee or poop or whatever?
It depends on, like, where we were, honestly. Like, because, like I said, they did have porta potties. That's not even what they called it. I forget what they called it, honestly. Like, it was some like, web, I don't even know. But it was horrible. It was worse than a porta potty, honestly. It was, like, built out of, like, woods, or it was built out of, yeah, it was built out of sticks. And they had, like, cobwebs, they had, like, spiders everywhere, and you just had a big hole that you just peed in. Kind of like the old times, like the, like, middle ages, something like that.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun. And so would you choose that over going in the wilderness, or was it easier just going in the wilderness and peeing?
Honestly, I think I'd rather go in the wilderness and pee, because at least, like, you're out in the open, and you're, like, in the woods and stuff, because that was crazy.
That sounds nasty. Okay. So, what was I going to say? What would be the most extreme stuff you've ever done, would you say, in life? Like, are you one of those people that's, jumped out of a plane or bungee jumped or...
I would love to. I'm a very adventurous person, so I would love to do stuff like that. I haven't found the time to do that, but...
Okay, wait, I'm stopping you. I say I would love to do that. I would like to be able to jump out of planes. Make sure you tell me what you're talking about so we know what you're talking about, okay?
I would love to be able to, like, jump out of a plane and do fun, adventurous bungee jumping stuff, because that's the type of person I am. However, I would say the most adventurous thing I've probably done, I mean, I do travel a lot. I love to travel. I went to this rave one time, and I went crowd surfing. That was really fun.
That's awesome. Okay. So, let me think. I know you don't have a lot of survival skills, so I'm trying to think what else I can ask you. What gets you fired up about being out in the open, about being in the wild? What do you like most about it?
I just like being out in the open, period. I love, that's what I love about being in the wild. There's, like, you're not really tailored to, like, one spot. You're not really confined to one spot. Like, you can pretty much do anything you want to do and go out and do whatever you want to do and just explore, like, especially, like, just being in the woods. Like, I remember just going out and just, like, oh, what is this? Like, what does this do? Or just, like, exploring, like, really seeing what's out there.
Okay, and so is there anything out there that intimidates you? What would intimidate you out in the wilderness?
Honestly, a big scary bear, I'm sure.
A big scary bear would totally intimidate me.
A big scary bear would, like, it would scare the hell out of me. I would not.
No bears for you. Okay. Let's see. As far as building shelter, like, how do you think you would build a shelter? Do you know how to do that?
Well, like I said, when we were in Honduras, we used cement, and I guess there would not be any cement. Like, we actually had to mix the cement and everything and put it together. But
no, we're not going to have that. So what do you think you would do in a survival situation? How would you build a shelter?
I would definitely try to find big things of, like, logs and stick, like, sturdy material, like, wherever I could find, whether it's rocks. Sometimes you could just build a lot of rocks and put those on top of each other to build a, like, small little cube, I guess, or cubicle of your own, or even sticks, and trying to find different stuff to bind the sticks together, pretty much.
Okay. Any crazy stories or experiences that you could tell me about when you were at camp or anything like that? Anything crazy happen, or any wacky stories out in the wilderness? Like one time, this happened to me. We saw a bear, and the bear stole our food, or I don't know.
Well, no, there was this one time where, because, like, when we were sleeping in the cabins, we had, like, little nets, or, the little nets that, like, to put over us so that, like, nothing would crawl in, or, like, just to keep everything out in a way. And, like, as a prank, because we would do pranks on each other sometimes and stuff, so, like, one time as a prank, they put, like, they were fake, but they put, like, spiders, like, all around my net, and it was so scary. It was so crazy, but it was a fun experience. But it was
Are you scared of spiders?
I do not like spiders that much. No, I would kill them everywhere.
You do realize that you're a lot bigger than them, right?
I do, but I honestly, things that crawl, like cockroaches especially, like I hate cockroaches. Like I literally, like I love being out in the woods and stuff and, you know, being in the water and like everything, but just, I cannot stand like things that crawl. Like I can deal with gnats, I can deal with flies, you know, everywhere, but like spiders, I think spiders and cockroaches I would probably say are the like most, ugh.
Okay. All right, let's stop the tape and then we're going to restart it one more time. We're just going to break